Okay. Hi, everyone. It's Wellness Wednesday here with Melissa Gaskin. And today I have a special guest, Chris Dyer, who is the owner of Embellish Butterfly. But she is a woman of many talents. She has a background in fast food and banking, healthcare, x ray equipment sales, supplies, service, clinical education, director of imaging services, and also an entrepreneur
So that shouldn't be an issue for me.
15 years. So she's been a group and fitness personal trainer for over 12 years and also loves building new businesses. And all of these pieces in her background has really, turned her and built her into, this desire to create massive impact with limitless dimension. So today we're going to dive in with Chris and kind of talk a little bit about fitness, but also creativity as well. So welcome, Chris.
Hi, thank you, Melissa.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about your background and how that has kind of paved the way for you today.
Well, it's like I tell everybody else, everything we've ever done in our past is creating the momentum for our next best thing. Nothing's ever wasted. And so you touched on a lot of key points, different chapters in my life. I have done education and healthcare, sales, and the biggest stint has been my entrepreneurial pathway. I've been an online seller for over 15 years. And I decided about 6 years ago, I wanted to take online sales into a creative path. And so Embellish Butterfly was an idea in my head that manifested over 6 years before I actually got off my duff and launched it last year. And so having been new to Colorado Springs, nobody knew who I was. When you're in a creative business, you have to get out there and meet people. And so networking has allowed me to meet some other phenomenal people, other great women entrepreneurs, great leaders who are paving the way for those of us that are following. And so that's been an 18-month journey. So that's where I am today.
That's awesome. So let's start with a little bit of background on your fitness aspect. So how did you start with, the fitness world?
Well, honestly, I was a late bloomer, which is a key point of my story, meaning that it's never too late to get started. I was never athletic growing up. I didn't do sports in school, never been an active participant. I was kind of a band geek. I did color guard in the marching band. That was my activity. But I always enjoyed aerobics and just the energy of group fitness and the music. And of course, once I got to a certain age, I still enjoyed that bassy type music, right? And it was a little inappropriate to go to the clubs and dance. So I transferred that energy into going to the gym and doing the dance type fitness classes and more high impact. Well, we touched on me being an entrepreneur. Well, it can be, if you're just working at home all the time, it can be very isolating. And so I realized a couple of years into that part of my journey that I was missing the group fitness aspect. So I joined a gym, fell in love with a certain style of class, and I decided that I wanted to jump out of my comfort zone because I was sort of an introvert, if you can believe that, and went and got certified. And that was kind of my gateway segue, if you will, into the fitness world. And once I got certified in one class, I kind of bit the fitness bug, realized how enjoyable it is. Being able to share the energy and inspire other men and women, both in a fitness setting. And along in that same time frame, when I was getting certified, I decided that I needed to walk the walk, talk the talk. And I hired a personal trainer, just like a coach, if you will, just to get my language congruent with what my messaging was when I was leading classes in the gym setting. And so that path has followed me all the way through my adult life in the past. Well, I mean, it's only been 12 or 13 years. It seems like a lifetime ago for me, but it allows me another way to show up and be congruent and consistent with my messaging and imparting the wisdom on how important it is to take care of ourselves. Because I want to be the 85-year-old woman running circles around people half my age. But the only way we can do that is to be proactive and taking care of ourselves now and day to day, not just, 3 months on, 3 months off. It's just there's little habits day after day that help us age gracefully.
Completely. And that's what Wellness Wednesday is. It's the whole health approach, our whole mind, body, spirit aspects of being the best versions of ourselves. So fitness is a huge component of how we can take care of ourselves. But also is creativity, because being creative, everyone needs a creative outlet. And I'm a firm believer in that. My minor, I don't know if you knew this, Chris, but my minor in college was actually art. And so
Yes.
I love art. I wish I had more time for art right now, where kids don't come in and, mess with what you're doing. But it's it's a passion that I enjoy. And so when I'm able to take that time to do stuff, it's super fun. So tell us a little bit about your business. And I know you have some fun things that are launching this month or have already launched potentially, right? So tell us about that.
Absolutely. Well, Embellish Butterfly, the idea came into mind, like I said, about 7 years ago. And when I finally launched, part of the reason that kept me stumped or stuck, if you will, was I wanted to come up with something unique and creative that not everybody else was doing. Initially, I thought I was going to do jewelry because that's what I knew from my past as being a young adult. And so when I decided that I wanted to create personalized gifts and make it truly unique about the other person, when it comes to creativity, I love it. And what really fires me up and I'm passionate about is making it for someone else. I have a very hard time sitting and creating just for my own love of doing it. I love to do it because I'm thinking about the other person. That's my passion, is bringing joy and beauty to the world and making people smile. Even if it's for 5 minutes, it's totally worth it. And so with Embellish Butterfly, it gave me an outlet to be able to create personalized, customized gifts with the other person in mind. It made it about them and not about what I wanted. And so coming up with practical, useful things that people can use every day. It's more than just art that sits on a shelf or on a wall. It's intended to be used and constructed in a way that is durable and long lasting. And so I'm very intentional about what Embellish Butterfly produces and puts out into the world. And so the light bulb went off when we, in the time of year that we all had to kind of stay put in our homes and in our safe zones, and quickly realized I had an opportunity because I have been an educator in the past. And I knew that what I do is very teachable and reproducible. And that's how I initially wanted to scale Embellish Butterfly. So I had all this incredible inventory. We have the Zoom technology. Why don't I put together a classroom type virtual setting and send women all over, it didn't matter what time zone, and send these kits out and let women create their own art using the Swarovski crystals, using the Zoom technology, and using my skill set as a nurturing educator to teach women how to do it and make it easy for all creativity levels. And Melissa, you were one of the first ones to join in on one of the first virtual workshops that we ever did. And that was a lot of fun. You had your daughter with you too, though, didn't you?
So fun. Yeah, she was kind of in and out, but yeah. My
Gotcha,
kids
gotcha.
love the cups. We decorated
Very
some really
good.
cool cups. Yeah. Awesome. So what else? What other how do you inspire others, and what are also your passions?
Well, my passion, I have a huge heart for service and how I show up for others. In fact, that's probably my biggest genius zone, is I do a great job of showing up for others in the accountability, especially like in the fitness setting. I know that I'm scheduled to be somewhere at a certain time, and I show up and I give 110%. But I'm also having fun on this path with Embellish Butterfly, which you touched on. What our next big thing is a collaboration of an online gifting platform that's so much more than just Embellish Butterfly. It'll be 85 to 90% marketing and helping to raise up the business and the bandwidth of multi-passionate entrepreneurs, our right brain creatives, we like to say. And we have a lot of what we do in our life is a lot of left brain, a lot of technical, a lot of, behind the scenes work as an entrepreneur, right? It's the marketing, it's the accounting, it's the social media. Those are all very task oriented. And the beauty of being creative and putting that all together is you're using the right side of your brain and your left side of your brain. So when we have the ability to explore all of that, we become more fulfilled. And it challenges us to be introspective and relax and bring out more of our innate qualities that don't necessarily come out when we're, on our jobs, on our feet all the time. So Positively Panache is the name of the new platform. And it will be a collaboration, as I mentioned, of many different other creatives. It gives me an opportunity to help market through all of my connecting and showing up for them. And also for our left brain entrepreneurs that also tend to have a creative side, this gives them an opportunity for another in nowadays. As we all know, we've all been in, it's how quickly we can adapt, pivot, focus on what we can do, and use the gifts that we have to put it out there and market ourselves to the world as we show up.
Completely. And I love that that's a collaborative, because it's, you know, it's not just one person. We're only as strong as all of us together. And I think that that's a great partnership between, you know, creatives that are wanting to get their stuff out there, but sometimes, you know, stressed about how to do it, which approach to take. But it's nice when it's all, you know, a collective of multiple people's, you know, creations.
And the beauty of it is, Melissa, that I'm only asking to complement their current business model, not competing with or taking away from what they're already doing. Basically, it's another wholesale retail type operation, whereas their resources are being compensated for. I'm not asking people to give or donate. Right. I'm taking very, very serious consideration of people's resources, because they're valuable, both time and inventory and cost of goods. So right there's, you know, and as far as marketing them, you know, when their goods are placed in these gifting solutions, the marketing materials are being included. So when the person on the other end receives the gifts, they love them, they want to replenish them or replace them or buy more, they're going to go directly to that artist's website. They don't need to come back to me. So my point of contact is right at the beginning, introducing these creatives out into the world, and then helping to blossom their business with the bandwidth and with the marketing reach that we're doing.
Yeah.
So it really is beautiful. And there's endless possibilities for, you know, social media marketing, showcasing these people, the mission behind the story, the consumers, you know, the testimonials on the other end. It's wide open. And I'm so very excited about that, because I always wanted it to be about everybody else and not just about me.
Completely. I love that. Well, is there anything else that you would like to add today, Chris? Any words of inspiration or anything?
Oh gosh. I don't think we have enough time for all that. I'm full of, I'm kind of full of it, if you will. No, I really appreciate, you know, being in your tribe, Melissa, inviting me here. And if anybody is interested to look at what we're doing now, you can find me on embellishedbutterfly.com. Find me on social media. I'm very easy to find, Chris Dyer. I do have a business page on Facebook, Keeping Your Sparkle. And we've got a party going on next let you all go for now. And I look forward to reaching out to you again really soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you.